accidentally hit the stop recording button. So now I may have to edit the video together. You know, it could all be so simple. It never is, though. I'm pretty sure that was the Tekken 6 intro music. And yeah, it was pretty good. The Tekken 6 intro in general was pretty fire. Okay, that should have been like 10 in a row. I apologize in advance for the repetition, but it's just a common training drill. So basically, the object of the drill, I'm sure some of you have heard of it, I'm sure some of you do it, is just to essentially try to do the move, 10 attempts in a row to prove that you really know how to do the move. It's basically for muscle memory purposes, execution purposes. Eventually, playing these games just becomes execution drills and matchup knowledge. That's really what they boil down to at a certain point. Once you get to a level of like understanding frame data and really knowing how the game engine works, it basically boils down to that. Because once you get under the hood of this game, you'll never not, once you know the frame data, you'll never not know it. When you see something when you say that a jab jails, you know that when they mean by it jailing, it means that, you're at frame advantage. See how that jab is +1 on block? That's what they mean by it jailing. It means that you can act before your opponent still because you're at positive frame advantage. Even on block. On hit, you're expected to be at positive frame advantage. I mean, obviously, you're being rewarded for actually landing the hit. But on block, to have positive frame advantage means that the move is safe. And that means that you really want to use this move. So because you're at positive frame advantage, that means you can go into the other jab like that. That's why it combos, because of the frame advantage that you're at. Your opponent is in hit stun, and you have frame advantage. So you can chain another move into it. Now if you're on block, and you do it, it still jails. They'll still, instead of being caught in a combo, they're caught in a block string. It still jails because this first hit of the jab, you're still at frame advantage even on block. But the second hit on block is -1, which is still safe, but you lose your frame advantage. You are now at frame disadvantage, which means that your opponent can now act 1 frame faster than you can. But, you know, you're not really going to get punished for that. I mean, that move is safe. -1 is safe. -1 is safe. Like, you know, there's not a -1, there's not a +1 jab in the game. You know, well, there's not a 1 frame punisher, I guess I should say. That would be ridiculous. You can't, there's not a 1 frame punisher. There's no move that is like, comes out in a frame. This isn't like Melee, like where you just have like a frame 1 shine, you know. But your opponent can still act faster than you. That should have been about 10 more in a row. Probably a little extra, but no. So using the royal we sort of have a lily. I cannot talk. Sort of have a lily. I kind of want to play Azucena just because I love coffee too. Like, to mimetic levels like her, but without just it being my entire personality. Because I'm a real person and not like, you know, a video game character. So I get why she always talks about coffee, but you know, I like her moves too. She's like a mixture of like Steve and Josie. Like doesn't she have like a hybrid martial arts style? Like I gotta look at her. I think it's based on an actual like discipline. I just don't. I forget what it's called. It looks cool. It reminds me of like kickboxing. It reminds me of kickboxing. It's definitely not Muay Thai. It's definitely not Muay Thai. I mean, it's not Muay Thai. But it looks like some kind of like hybrid kickboxing style. I don't know. I have to look it up again. Because kickboxing, I believe, is 4 points of contact, and Muay Thai is 8 points of contact. She's not like throwing elbows like Josie. At least not that I saw. I don't remember her throwing elbows. And even Josie is not Muay Thai. Like she has Muay Thai elements, but Fakuram is Muay Thai. Oh yeah, she's got a lot of moves too. I forgot. Yeah, she's got a lot of moves. I want to play her and I don't. I feel like I might as well just stick to Xiao Yu. It's funny how you can tell which characters were made during Tekken 8's development. Like Leroy, like they all you can tell that they weren't made with the base roster of Tekken 7. Just like the graphical detail on them is just so much better. Julia too, like they have like a shine to them. You know what it is? Like the polygons are higher. They're higher fidelity polygons. That you can tell they have a higher polygon count. Does Tekken 6 have the GOAT soundtrack? There's so many classics up here. It might have the GOAT OST. Like, now that I'm listening to it again, like, it's very nostalgic. Like, 5, I would say 5 has the GOAT OST. But 6 has some bangers on it, man. 6 has some bangers. Looking up at the OLED, because it's mounted, I have a 2-monitor setup, but my primary monitor is mounted on my wall. And my secondary monitor, which is smaller, is directly in front of my face with my webcam on top of it. And the OLED is obviously higher quality visually. But because it's mounted at an angle, I have to tilt my neck to see the game. And it leads to my neck hurting. This pillow is not enough. And this chair is very old and falling apart. It's not enough. It's basically, it looks like Kai Cenat's old chair at this point. But yeah, it's this pillow is not enough. Sometimes I have to get another pillow and put it behind my neck. But really, I'm watching the game through OBS when I'm recording it. So. Which is not good to watch it through OBS because OBS has, some input delay. And it'll lag because it's recording. So. I'm not trying to make excuses for my execution mistakes. That's just me being bad. But it's not ideal. It was more to explain the pain in my neck, which I don't want to become a perpetual issue, so. How hard is it to press up forward? My God. I have a horrible habit that I cannot seem to get rid of. It's just, I mean, I'm getting better at it, but it's still just a horrible habit that leads to terrible execution mistakes. So I will press the button faster than I complete the motion. Which is why instead of getting this, and I just did it wrong. Instead of getting this, what is the move? Oh, that's right. So instead of getting this, I'll get... That was a terrible example. Instead of getting this, I'll get that. Because I essentially pressed the button faster than I was supposed to, and I got a Wild Rising. I pressed the button faster than I completed the input, so I got a Wild Rising move. The direction. I pressed the button faster than I completed the motion, like the actual control stick motion. Because pressing the button is it's not a motion. The actual like directional motion. So it leads to input errors all the time, for me at least. I also, for some reason, have trouble pressing up forward and up back for whatever reason. I end up getting just a raw just up. It's really annoying. I hate it. I really, really, really hate it. I don't know why I have trouble with it. It's very irritating. And if you see me getting visibly frustrated, even with arguably the best song in the entirety of the Tekken OST playing in the background, just know it's because of execution errors. That's about the only time I really get frustrated with this game is because of my own execution errors. It is so irritating because you know how to do the correct move and the wrong move comes out anyway. And I mean when I say this is arguably one of the best songs in all of Tekken. Like, all of them. Like, that's what I'm saying. Tekken 6 might actually have the best OST. Like every song is a banger. And literally there's not a miss on it. have to mute my mic during those up forward parts just because I'll get demonetized. Oh my god, dude. Oh, we're in the home stretch now. We did it. We did it. So I've been working my way through her move list for like a week, just during my free time. So that's why I started on move 100 during this recording, because that's where I left off at. And yeah, once you get to the 10 hits, it's all generic. It's all generic after that. I mean, there's a few. Some characters have a few character-specific stuff, like I'm sure Xiaoyu does. But, like, this is the turning point. This is when you can essentially, if you want to not play the character anymore, you know, you can play somebody else. Because it's just grabs. Oh, what? I thought Xiaoyu had like 130 something moves. She's only got like not counting her grabs. She's only got 113 moves. And again, Lily only has like 80 moves. 80 moves versus 113. 113 still isn't that bad. I mean, it's definitely on the higher end. But Elisa has more moves. It's definitely on the harder end of the spectrum. But and obviously Yoshimitsu has more moves. Let me see some of her sample combos. I got 10 in a row. So, this is why this combo sucks. On top of the damage being low, you have to get off axis, and the ender is really funky because it's one of those buttons where you have to press 3 and then immediately after, press 4 and then immediately after press 3. This move. I call it a slide because it's like you're sliding from one button quickly to the next one, almost simultaneously, but not quite. I call it a slide. I don't know what it's actually called. But you know what moves I'm talking about. Those moves, the demon scissors. The moves that are always in brackets. Where you press, Look at the inputs at the bottom of the screen. Like, it's just really weird. It's definitely harder than Lily's combos. You can tell that this character is harder than Lily. I hate how these combos are off axis. I hate how they start like that. These are just horrible. These are horrible. These are horrible. I hate them. I cannot put into words how awful it is having to be off axis to do these combos. It is absolutely terrible. pretty sure I got 10 in a row. This is ridiculous, dude. I hate these combos. Oh my god, it's absolutely infuriating. I will not be beaten by this game. That was about 19, 20 of them. I'm gonna learn this character. That was worthy of a quick break. You see this? This is the engine that this is on. That is Infinite Azure. Alright, I'll be right back. I wonder how big this video file is gonna be. So I recorded other Tekken videos prior to this one, but the file size was like, no exaggeration, they were getting to be like 15 gigabytes. I was like, what is causing this? I get that my base, resolution is like 4K, but I think it was the extension. Like, I think if I use a more lossy file extension, the file size should be a little smaller, but 15 gigabytes is ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. That's bigger than some games that I own. Is this Miguel's stage? I can't believe they cut him from the base roster, bro. I think this is his stage. You know what? I actually apologize. I misspoke. This is actually Unreal Engine 5. This is the engine that Tekken 8 is on. You can tell by the lighting. This is Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, Lumen is no joke. And it's still a work in progress, too. I want to say this is 5.0. Oh, no. This may be 5. I think this is 5.3. This is 5.3. I think it's 5.3. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So at this point, obviously I have to go through their move list again, you know, just like I've been through it multiple times. But right now I'm at the point where I can start practicing combos with Lily and Xiao Yu now that I've been through a refresher. And I can just look at documents to actually, you know, see which moves to actually use and stuff like that. So, I guess I'll play somebody else, I guess. I like playing a lot of characters in this game, man. A lot of characters are really, really fun. Like, I've had this problem. Once I hit about the 200, 300 hour mark in this game, I was just like, alright, I just want to play everybody. But the thing is, I played so many characters in this game just because I played so many of the games that it's hard to usually just pick one. But I have my favorites. But I have a lot of favorites. That's the problem. Usually if I want to play a Mishima, I'll play Double Gen. I haven't actually played regular Gen in a while. Because people usually would soft ban him. Like, you know how soft bans work. The character isn't outright banned, and he shouldn't be because he's part of the base roster. But, you know, people will give you the side eye. Like, sure you don't want to play Devil Gen? They give you the side eye. These are the side eye characters. This, they're going to slide you the side eye. You'll be okay. They'll be like, play him instead. Who else? Probably get the side eye. You get a double take on that one. Don't let it be an old head either. Don't let it be an old head either. If it's an old head, he's gonna laugh at you. He's gonna laugh at you. Any of these characters, you're gonna get the side eye from me. This character, this character, this character. Where is he? He's so generic, I can't even find him in this character. You're going to get the side eye from me. I think I might have got them all. Yeah, I guess her. But let's be real. She wasn't going to be in the next game anyway. You knew this. Just like I knew. And I knew she wasn't going to be in the next game. And I get why. Like, she's very generic. She's very generic. I get it. Like, she's very generic. They made Bruce, like, more generic. Like, they cut Bruce from the roster and then replaced him with a more generic character. And the thing, and I'm saying this as somebody who mained this character for a very long time. For a very long time, she's very generic. Very generic. I honestly, someone will give you the side eye for playing her. I know from experience. I know. And so people will give you the side eye for playing her. I guess some people just can't deal with AOP. But I mean, come on, y'all. It's been in the game since Tekken 3. Like, it's been in the game since Tekken 3. Like, if you can deal with this, you should be able to deal with this. Because this and this were in the same game. In 1999. 98? In the 90s. I mean, bruh, like, come on. You should have these on lock by now. Like, so, people, I don't understand people giving you the side eye for playing Xiao Yu because she's extremely popular. Like, extremely popular. She's a very popular character. You'll get the side eye for playing Lily, too. Especially from people who actually, well, it depends on how good you are at the game. With her. Like, it depends on how good you are at the game with her. Because she really does fall off. And that's the problem with her. She falls off as you get better at the game. Like, she's very good to get, like I said, she's like starter deck Yugi, starter deck Kaiba, bro. And I don't mean like the evolution or the structure decks. I mean like the classic early 2000s, the best starter decks. Like the OG starter decks. With the first edition cards. Like those starter decks, you know, the plain Janes. That's what we call a plain Jane. Like, and that's what she is. Like, she's very fun. She's very flashy, but she's very slow. Like, she has to be. Otherwise, she would be like Leroy. Like, extremely. Well, Leroy's better. And look, man, Leroy is cool, bro. Leroy is cool, bro. I'm not trying to throw shade because I love Wing Chun. Wing Chun is so cool. Like, I mean, honestly, I hate that it's DLC, but I like most of the newcomers. And, you know, I expect the newcomers to not be in the base roster, like the DLC characters, because, you know, they're DLC in this game. And you can tell that they were made when Tekken 8 was made and was in development. Oh, you also get the side eye for playing him. On top of just the show not being relevant anymore. Jeffrey, that's no shade to Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Like, no shade at all. You know, been a fan of his since Supernatural. And he wasn't even in Supernatural that long. The dude was in Supernatural for all of 2 seasons. Until they might have brought him back in the later seasons, but honest to God, I stopped watching after season 6. Like, the show ended at season 5. Like, but I'm a big Jeffrey Dean Morgan fan. I think he's a great actor. Negan does not belong in Tekken. Negan does not belong in Tekken. Like, you know, it was cool for 2018, 2019, you know, but it is aged poorly, and I don't like guest characters. As much as I love Gon in Tekken 3, I don't like guest characters. Gon was my childhood favorite Tekken character before I knew he was a guest character. And I was like, okay, he doesn't belong in Tekken. I don't like guest characters. I really hope there's no guest DLC in 8. I really hope. It's just the only DLC I want, if there has to be, because there's going to be DLC, the only DLC I want is just Tekken characters. Like, bring back Bruce. Like, I want y'all to bring back Bruce and Mokujin before you ever even think about putting Negan, Geese, Akuma, and freaking knock this back in the game. I want y'all to bring back Gigas. Do not bring this fool back. Do not bring this fool back. This game, you see how this game is already like about to die, and we're looking at this and we're like, you know, this really was a weird decision, and it hasn't aged well. Like I always knew that was going to be the case as the game got older, and as these shows and games got less popular. Like these two are one thing. Like these two are immortal. Like they are this genre. These two are immortal. I love these characters. I just do not think they belong in this game. These two, they really make the game look weird. These two really make the game look weird. See, I don't even know who to pick. I'm gonna do Elisa. I would like. I don't get why people hate Woe so much. I don't get why people hate Woe so much. Warong. I don't get why people hate Warong so much. Like, Warong is cool to me. And I know, like, I probably sound weird saying it, but I'm just trying to, I had a friend from South Korea, and I asked him, because I was playing Tekken, and he was a League player, and he would play, and he was like, yo, this game is so cool. This game is so cool. And I used to watch all the Tekken players from South Korea. Like, I you know, and so I would ask him how Tekken was out there, and I know he had heard of it, but I don't think he had really played it, and I'm sure he had seen it, because the PC cafes were huge out there, and that's why I'm trying to go to a PC cafe out here, because I think that would be a great place to, if there's not a Tekken scene there, to at least, at the very least, play online. But anyway, like. And I asked him how to pronounce Warong's name, and I was, and that's how he said it. He said, obviously I don't speak Korean. I don't speak Korean at all. But I'm trying to pronounce it as close as to how he said it, or how I remember him saying it. So it may sound wrong, but that's the way I remember him saying. I'm trying to pronounce it phonetically how he did it. Is that a word? I think I'm trying to use the phonics. It just because it sounded so cool the way he said it. I was like, that is cool. I said that. I was like, it sounds way cooler than how we pronounce it, than how we pronounce it in the States. Sorry. That probably looked really weird. I gotta switch my inputs on my OLED. Uh-oh, I might have froze the game. Okay, I didn't freeze the game. Okay, I'll never do that again. Okay, this character's fun. Already. Oh, I gotta, my playlist stopped. Hold on. Honest to God, I want to lab Warong. I kind of want to lab both these characters. I just hate Warong's eye patch in this game. It's so stupid. He looks way cooler in Tekken 8. That's the coolest he's looked since Tekken 3. That's the coolest he's looked since Tekken 3. He is literally everything since has been a miss. Everything since has been a miss. Just I'm not. I don't consider myself a fashionable person, but it's just the man was a fashion disaster. It just, he looked he looks cool because they focused on the taekwondo element of him, which I because like that eye patch it doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work. I've always thought Warong was cool. I never understood the hate. I think it's just because of the way. I think it really was the fit. I think that's why everybody hates him, the fit, because mechanically he's cool. Mechanically he's like Just Frame Skyrocket is the sickest thing ever. Just Frame, and then he does Taekwondo, bro. Taekwondo is cool. I've always been a fan of his I've always been a fan of his mechanics. Like I said, just he hasn't looked cool since Tekken 3, but Tekken 8 he finally looks cool again. Cause the eye patch looks stupid. The eye patch looks stupid. I don't know if there's I don't know if there's a story reason behind it, but the eye patch looks stupid. The jacket is cool, but the eye patch looks stupid. Oh, that's right. He's got black hair like Jin. That's right. He uses the bottle too. Yeah, that's right. He uses the bottle like Ken too. Okay. Oh. Okay. So he's meant to be like Ken. I mean, it makes sense because Jin is like technically like Ryu, as close to Ryu as you can get in this game. Okay. Because Ken is a bottle bond too. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That's why he's so okay. That's why he's so flashy. Okay. Okay. Now I understand. Oh yeah, if I didn't mention, you'll get this. Some people will give you the side eye for playing Elisa too. They'll really give you. People hate this character, bro. Like people hate this character. And they always make fun of Lars for having a robot girlfriend. I guess it is kind of funny. And Jen's like, I made your robot, man. I made your girlfriend. Like, I literally picked the parts. That's real messed up, bro. How can you say that to somebody? You know that SSD that she's got? Yeah. That M.2? That was me, bro. It's like, wow. He just destroyed his whole world. Yeah, it's like, yeah, she backs up everything you say to her. Oh my god, that's stupid. Oh my god. Is the word phonetically or phonically? I feel like it's phonetic. That's really bothering me. I don't want to Google it right now because I would be ashamed if I was wrong. I wouldn't. I would get over it, but I don't. You know. I really like this character, bro. Why do y'all hate everything fun? Just no fun allowed. I can understand Lucky Chloe just a little bit. Well, maybe a lot of it. But this character is fun. And Lucky, it's not like, what if they made Lucky Chloe DLC? It's not going to happen because she's got, her usage is just, it's just terrible. I would honestly rather them make a couple new characters. Maybe like one or two. But the rest be like legacy roster. So, I'm going to say something probably controversial. So, if we can cut Miguel, can we cut, like, can we just cut Ganryu, like, period? Like, nobody uses them. Like, nobody uses them. It's not like he's good like E Honda. Like, I understand E Honda, but you know. You know what? I'm sorry, Ganryu. That was disrespectful. That was disrespectful. Can we cut Panda? Can we just cut Panda? I don't think Kuma and Panda should have separate character slots. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Like, I think like they should not. They should share a character slot. They really should. I do not think the Bears need a separate character slot. I'm not doing that on purpose. Oh my god. Why? You telling me I'm not pressing all 4 buttons? My freaking turbo button was on. I need a new controller, bro. I hate that this controller has a turbo button. It's a great stick. But man, I really miss the Razer Panthera. Like, I wish that Razer would just make another one, but they're not going to. It's already been 3 years into the generation. I'm pretty sure that the Pantheras were already out by this point. Yeah, they were out by this point. I'm pretty sure they were out by this point, last generation. I don't think Razer's gonna make another one. But I wish like there was like a decent replacement for them, because Mad Cats were kind of filled that niche. It's just I like having the 30mm option buttons, like the start and select buttons, man. It really, I do not like the third party like proprietary buttons that they use. It's just, especially when they include a turbo function. Like, I get it, some people use the sticks to play other games, but man, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. And it just, particularly with this, it's just, most games use like select as like the reset position button, and it being next to the turbo button is a real problem. The reason why I kept getting the taunt, and I keep getting the taunt, It's because my turbo button was on, and when the turbo button is on, it uses some kind of button memory, and I had pressed the X button, and like the X button was like locked. It was like locked. So like even though I was pressing it, it wasn't registering in the game. And I mean, there's a feature to solve it, because you can just, there's a tournament lockout function on the stick, which would solve that problem, right? The problem is that you cannot remap the position reset button in this game. At least I don't think you can. This game came out like mid 2010s, so you know it's a crapshoot. This is what I'm saying. It's a crapshoot. Is what I'm saying. Maybe in Tekken 8, hopefully, that would be very nice. But right, because it doesn't have that function, because in the heat of the moment, like I just want to press it fast and just like reset my position. The problem is, it's just like you know, with 30mm buttons, I can remember the size of the buttons. With these small square buttons and them being so close together, like it just, the button that I want to press feels like the button that I don't want to press, and I end up pressing the button I don't want to press. I really need a stick bag though. That's what I really need. Because fight sticks are so expensive. They're so expensive. I'm gonna have to get a PS5 stick. Just if I want to travel to events. And there's not many viable options, really. I mean, theoretically, I could get like a cheap stick and mod it, but I mean, by the time you do that, like, you might as well have just bought a better stick. And then you could do a UFB, but that's what I'm saying, bro. You might as well just buy. Like, by the time you do that, you might as well just buy a better stick. You only have to do it once a generation, so that's like once every like 7 years. If you really want to be frugal, like. This character's fun. I think the kit speaks for itself. Okay. I think we'll cut it there for right now. Now, being the humble degenerate that I am, I'm just playing. I am gonna play this. I'm just playing. I am gonna play this more off camera, but I will be back. So until then, I will see you guys later. What is that? I don't know. Alright then. I mean, how do I close?